Welcome to episode 2 of Kinlaig on Deep South Gaming. If you remember yesterday, we did all our harvesting. Everything's in our bulk silo over there, and we got all of our straw in our Omatana silo. And today, we have our grass field to mow. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in our New Holland and prepare our grass field, or mow our grass field. And I think this is a bunker silo. Let me bring up the help menu, double check. Yeah. So I'm going to have to rearrange some equipment so we can make some silage so we can feed our cows. So I'm sure they're pretty hungry right now. Now I had to reset our forage wagon because it was not acting right for some reason. So I reset it to the store, and hopefully when I pick it up, it'll act right again. But we'll go pick up that and get to mowing our grass. And I have a video out on it, but we're going to fix our cow pasture so the meadow will grow. That will save us a little bit of money on TMR, make it go further if they're able to eat that grass. Don't forget, got to drive on the other side of the road. But yeah, check that video out, and you'll be able to fix your meadow if you're playing on this map also. Or I'll probably just explain it later as I do it, but there's some other things I'm not going to do on this that I did in the video, especially for y'all on console. I've been watching a couple other channels playing on this, and since we save some money, I think I'm going to have to get rid of our silo haul thing. Because I think you can only keep 2 crops in there, unfortunately. And right now we got 2, so I might move the stuff that's in there to our other silo and just go ahead and get rid of it and place something else there that we're going to need for our plans of the future. Now I want to try to take advantage of everything this map has to offer, which one thing is fish farming. But to do that, we're going to have to repair the windmill, because that's the only place you can make flour on this map. And then we're going to have to put us a oil mill in here too, because apparently there's not one on the map either. You need both those for fish food. You need flour, soybeans, and sunflower oil, I believe it is, to produce fish food. And right now we have none of that, so it'll be a while. But I think this is going to be a longer series, so we got plenty of time. Yeah, I was watching DJ Goham's playthrough on this, and he lost a couple thousand liters of grain from that bulk haul. So I don't want to do that because that's money lost, and we need money. We don't need to park this on a hill. That's not a good idea. So let's go ahead and mow our grass field, and I'll might do a time lapse of this. I haven't done time lapse time lapse yet of this episode. So I'll see y'all when the time lapse is done. Hi, welcome back. Hope y'all enjoyed that. And as you can see, idiot number one missed a long patch of grass for some reason. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. Okay, well, I can't wait till we can afford bigger mowers. It'd be so nice. I'm granted this one doesn't do bad, but it just took 20 minutes to mow this field, and it's really not that big of a field. But other than that one little patch, idiot number one did pretty good. So let's go ahead and drop this mower off, and then we'll pick up that grass in a minute. There's something else I wanted to show y'all. It's a feature on this map. It's kind of cheaty, so I probably won't utilize it too often. But I want to show it to y'all because it is an available feature. Just take this back there and get him ready for when we do come back. yeah, this features a way to earn a little extra money, but you can do that while fishing. But you know what idiot number two did? By the way, I'm idiot number two. I forgot to get silage added. So let me go ahead and buy a pallet of that real quick. We'll have to go get that before we start um, picking up our grass. So let's find our other tractor right here. And we'll grab this trailer. Which I guess we go ahead and throw that bell in the cow feed thing just to get off this trailer. We're going to need this trailer too. Straps off, unhook. Let's see if I can keep hold on to the bell this time. There we go. Pull that out. And we might need pallet forks for this too, so let's run up there and grab those. And that opens up that side over there so we can put our grass in there also. So knock out two birds with one stone. Bell spike in this corner. And pick up our pallet fork. And we'll go pick up our trailer. Now, as you can see, where we're going is a little, about 5,000 feet away, so close to a mile. And we'll just back up to this, and bam. So let's see what our best way to get there will be. Looks like the best way to get there will be taking a left out of here and coming up around. No. Yeah, we could come up around, cross here. Yeah. It's going to take us a minute to get there, so I'll just drive there and bring y'all back in when we get there. Alright, y'all, welcome back in. We're getting close to our destination. I see we're only 500 feet away. There's no quick route to here. Unfortunately, you could drive near it, be like 20 feet from it, but you can't access it from the main road. Oops, and I hit the fence. This is the Alba Coal Company. So right here, you can buy coal for $1,400 a pallet. And you can sell coal because it's not used in any production. So it's just a way to make a little extra money. at the high point for about 18,000. At the low point, basically for what you buy it. We are in between the high and low points. So right now, we're at 16,000 roughly per 1,000 liters. And right now, it looks like the coal blast furnace is the highest selling place. Yeah. So we need a little extra money, so we're going to go ahead and we'll get 4 pallets. I think that's what this trailer will hold. So that's what we'll get. And as you can see, you get 1,000 liters per pallet. It weighs 150 kilograms, so it's too heavy to lift. I don't know why they have a mass of 1,500 kilograms than a mass of 1.15 tons. I don't know why it's on there twice, but all right. So now let me show y'all I'm bad with the forklift as I am driving. So we'll try to pick 2 up at a time. In fact, let me change this to 4-wheel steering. There we go. That might make it a little easier for us. Got 1 pallet. Yay. Now, try to get a second pallet. So let's get a better view so we can see exactly what we're doing. That down. And yes, we got it. Now, I probably won't sell coal again. I just want to do this to show y'all, because it is a new feature on this map. And we do need a little extra money right now. In the future, we'll be better off when we can, we'll be able to sell our grain in 3 months' time. Pull that out, bring this forward, and bring it down. And we loaded the first pallets, no problems. That's honestly amazing. So we'll go get our second set. That down. I've actually never used a front loader with pallet forks before. I've always just used a telehandler. But honestly, this does seem to be a little bit easier. When I say that, keep pushing that back. What are we hitting? Still too high. There we go. We should get there. Yes. Hey, and we got 2 more pallets. I do like this 4-wheel steering on this tractor. I just wish it had a little bit more power, which I think we can upgrade the engine to 150 horsepower for like 10,000. But right now, we ain't got the money for that, so we're not going to do that. I would have brought the New Holland, but we don't have the front end attachment on that. Alright, let's see where we're going to be hauling this to. Alright, way in town, so Looks like we're gonna have to get a scenic view of the map to get down there. And I'll leave y'all, keep y'all in so we can actually see more of the map. I think right here I'll do some in-cab driving though, because trees. But yeah, we still got a mile till we're there, so. And I know I've said it before, but they did a real good job on this map. The only problem I've found so far is contracts. You can't always access the fields, especially like this one where there's a stone wall around it. Okay, so where are we? We're going to take a left here and then our next right. Whoops. We should be good with trees, so take left here. We don't have any beacons on this, so get back to front wheel steering on this so it's a little easier for us. And I hit a wall. Probably going to struggle a little bit on this hill. Well, not too bad, only slow down to 19. Yeah, look at that view. Bring up a smaller map so we can actually see. Yeah, the cliffs and everything. I'm well pleased with the graphics on this map. There are small things I don't like, but honestly, I'm sure they'll be fixed in the next update that Giant pushes out for this map. But graphically, it's a good map. Yeah, maybe they'll put a oil mill and a grain mill when they push the new update. And since this is a Giants expansion, you guys should take the fish farming stuff to pretty much any other map. You won't be able to do the offshore stuff, but you can do the trout lakes, which I don't know if we're going to do the trout lakes on this series, or if we're just going to focus on the offshore stuff. You use a lot more of the equipment with the offshore stuff. Another thing I wish is that they had a couple more farms you could choose from. I've looked and looked, and I think I've only found 2 farms you can really start with. And the other farm is tiny. You got a shed and a cow barn on it, and that's it. Yeah, I think this is the first time I brought y'all to the town area. I think we need to go this way. No. Can we get around here? I hope so. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Got a boat here that's up on a trailer. Lobster traps. The boulders on the water. I mean, it just looks so good. And the way the water reacts to how you be walking around. I mean, I just like it. The boulders and everything. I like that boat and just crevices where you get tide pools. Just a good map. Anyways, let's get to hauling this. Should make about, ooh, I might not be able to get out of here. Yeah, I can. If I can make this turn. Yeah, we should make about $800 off this load. Which isn't a lot, but it'll be enough. Maybe I should have kept it on four-wheel steering. There we go. Yeah, the port looks good. I've actually haven't explored the port myself. I've seen it in map tours. Yeah, I saw it in the flyover I did when I did my map tour, but all right, looks like we dump it right here. So let's take our straps off, and we sold them. Ah, and we got a little bonus for our environmental scores. So yeah, since we're here, let's take a quick look at the port. See the seagulls flying around. And this is our new NPC, Alistair. Let's see what he has to say. Uh, yeah. So let's turn around and head back to the farm. I wouldn't recommend coming down here with a trailer on. Actually, let's head to the shop and pick up our pallet of silage additive while we're thinking about it. Or while I'm thinking about it, because my memory sucks, so gotta do stuff while I'm thinking about it, or write it down, or I'll forget. Comes with age and a ton of anti shots. Ooh. Now, I've noticed here in the US, we've been getting a lot more of these roundabouts in. I really don't know if I like them or not. Where are we at? So cross the bridge, then take a left. All right. Okay, right by the shop. Took me a second to realize it, but I know where we are now. Turn off my four-wheel steering. Drop our trailer and go pick up our pallet. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because it's FS25 making forklift easier. So I haven't really used one in FS25 at all. Telehandler a little bit, but like front loader stuff I haven't used at all in 25. Hated it in 23. And since they have the liftable pallet mod in available for us, I've been primarily using that. So let's strap that down, and I guess I'll go ahead and let y'all go. Y'all don't want to watch me um, collect grass. So I'll see y'all when we're done. I am going to head back to our farm now. Probably keep y'all in to load this up into the forage wagon, but it's going to take me a good while to finish picking up all that grass. So after we load this up, I'll go ahead and cut y'all out and bring y'all back in when we do some remodeling of the farmland. Because I know there's a lot of things I want to change. We don't have a lot of money for what I want to do, but there are a couple things that we do have enough money to do as of right now. But after I get the grass picked up, I'm going to go ahead and line and fertilize the field, the grass field, so it can start growing again. I don't feel like going all the way through the farm that way, so we'll go this way. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that barn right there. It really has no use for us. I don't have no use for it right now, so I doubt I'm going to keep it. I wish this JCB steered a lot better than it does, honestly. Now let's see if we can pull this next to there and get it unloaded. I don't know if tension straps will affect it or not, so take those off. Alright, and we were able to load directly from the trailer, so I'll bring y'all back when we're done. Alright, welcome back. We just got done compacting this silage. As you can see, we are 100% compacted. We got 139,095 liters of chaff in here, which anytime you put anything in here, no matter what you put in here, whether it's chaff, grass, or whatnot, it'll say chaff. So we're going to go ahead and blanket the silo, and it'll take us probably a month or two till this is ready, which I just put it in there and then drove back and forth over it quite a few times with this tractor. It took forever. Could have got a silage compactor, but we're down to $30,000, so we gotta make more money before we buy one of those. And I didn't feel like leasing one, driving all the way down there just for, a little bit. So we're gonna hook up to our trailer now and empty out our bulk haul. This way we get rid of it. Shouldn't take us too long, 2, maybe 4 fill-ups, and just take you right there to that silo, so shouldn't be a big deal. So we'll start with our barley. Now I have an idea of what we're going to put here. It's something we will need for this map, that's for sure. And it's not base game, but it is a cross-play mod, so I mean technically we don't need it because we could use what's on the map, but I want to do what's required for that, so I'm just going to go with mod. Alright, this is the last of our barley. Right, now we got to move the wheat over. Should be 2 loads, I believe. We might have a little bit more in the wheat. Let's see here. Yeah, we had more wheat than I thought. I can't remember how much this trailer holds. Nope, 2,000 liters left. Alright, now that that's done, let's go ahead and put our trailer up. Then we'll do some rearranging. Straighten those bells back up. I took that corner too fast while bringing the grass down and clipped the bells. Alright. Let's head back over here and go into our build mode. Alright, and we're going to get rid of this. Sell. 52,000, not bad. Get rid of this. Sell. 1,400. Can I get rid of the fence? Yes. I think I'll leave that over there. But I do want to get rid of this piece of fence here. And the gate. Alright, so what are we going to put here? Well, we're going to put a sawmill down. I'm just going to use this small industrial sawmill. Because I know for the castle, the first things we need are beams and planks, so we'll be able to make them. So now we have our sawmill ready for logging. Which I don't remember if I told y'all or not, but I went ahead and bought a one of these things, a winch at the end of the last episode, or in between my recordings. This way we can haul the wood to the sawmill. Oops, I'm going to take care of these. You gotta be pretty, just gotta be out of the way. Yeah, I haven't bought a chainsaw yet, so let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll get a couple trees into our sawmill, so we get that going. Could go cheap and just get an axe. Yeah, I think we'll do that. On $50 compared to $1,000. So grab the New Holland, because the JCB definitely ain't got power for that. And grab our winch. Supposed to hook up to it. There you go. Now eventually we will start selling some logs. But I think that'll be probably sometime mid next year to the end of next year. I will start with this tree right here. And I think it falls the way the axe head points, but honestly not sure. I can't cut the tree with this. Okay. Well, let's do this tree then. Yeah, apparently got a thickness limiter on the axe. Jump into the tractor. Show y'all how to use this winch in case none of y'all has ever used it. Oh, and good news for y'all who are on console. As of, well, day I'm recording this, so yesterday, the auto load wood trailer has come out for a console. So we'll attach here. I gotta bring up the help menu. It's been a while since I've done this myself. So it's attach wire with B. Attach tree to winch. And hit left to attach another one. We'll attach that. But yeah, it works basically on the same concept as that container. So whatever size you set the trees to hold, you need to cut them at that size to not lose wood. I forget who modder for it is, but the I was watching, the the person talked to the modder and said that there is a little bit of wood loss, but not as much as with the containers. I haven't tested that out, so I don't know. So planks, long planks, and beams. So let's go ahead and visit the castle so we can see everything that we need. So here we need 2,000 long wood beams and 2,000 planks long. And then the windmill, I honestly don't know where the windmill's at. Right here maybe? Nope, that's the warehouse. Coffee house. Well, let's do it this way. Because I know you gotta rebuild it, so it'll be a sell point. So we'll tag it and go to our map again. One thing I've noticed lately is when I tag something, it doesn't show up on the map for some reason. Unless y'all see it, I'm completely blind, which is possible. Alright, let's look and see. Alright, so where it's south of the castle, or north of the castle. So it should be around here somewhere. This it? Yeah, there it is. Huh. That's cool. Let's see, where's the drop-off trigger for it? Let's go up into build mode and see if we can see it from the air. Nope, I don't see a drop-off trigger. Huh. Oh well. I don't know, y'all. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that. We'll get a couple more trees into the sawmill. I guess I'm gonna have to buy a chainsaw. Didn't want to, but looks like looks like our trees are too thick to use a axe. This sucks. But yeah, I'll do some more research and try to figure out where the trigger is for the windmill. Because like I said, we're going to have to build that to be able to do our fish farming. Do that or pay more money to buy pallets of flour from the warehouse. Which, if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. But I would prefer not to. Turn the help window back off. Yeah, for those of you who don't like logging, but this is an easier way of doing it, since you ain't gotta worry about specific sizes or delimiting or all that. Since you're not selling the wood, you're just using it for your own production. But honestly, even if you're on a different map and you did want to sell the wood, you can come to here and sell wood. Load it in whole, and you can automatically sell it from here. It's an option. Because I know when I first started, I hated logging because loading up the log trailer was a pain. Especially since when I first started, I was on console, so didn't have no auto load. I mean, granted, they had the wood containers, but I didn't know about those at the time. But you still gotta lift the logs to load them into that container. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. And we stuck. Stupid little tree. Let's do it. This log's heavy. Alright. Well, looking at the time, I guess that will do it for today's episode. I know I didn't get to the meadow. I'll put a link to the video that explains what to do, how to fix the meadow when I edit this. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss another episode. And if you feel like it, go ahead and comment or share this video. And thank you for watching Deep South Gaming.